football as their Titans are. The NFL season has hit high gear on EA Sports. Across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Gets this to the 24 for a gain of 4. This defense for the Titans, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
And I think our statistician, we ended up having to bring the blue tent and put it around him for a while because he was developing a hand injury from having to write down all the turnovers this team forced. 5, 6, 7, 8. Absolutely unbelievable. I hope he'll recover.
On the run, he'll let it go deep. Right sideline. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
A confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it. He saw the numbers we saw. He watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day, and it very well could be. But early in this one, advantage defense.
2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Huntley to throw. Oh, now it's stripped. He loses the football. And the Texans scoop it. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And they will bring this one back. A fumble return for a Texans touchdown. Ka'imi Fairbairn on for the extra point. And the Texans take a 7-0 lead.
Makes the score Texans 7, Titans nothing.
So here's the kickoff now as they'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. Cameron Batson now from his end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. They start on the ground with Nick Chubb. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. A good gain on first has him set up with 2nd and just a couple of inches now from the 29. A give. This is Chubb. Oh, he bowls over it. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made it about the 40. He's being a little ambitious, said he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
Looking deep for Julio. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. A big play that time through the air. 31 yards. So now then, the big play has him all the way inside the 30 now, 1st and 10. Chubb will get the call running left. He'll be brought down at the 21 after a pickup of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
Coming up on a 2nd and 6. Here's Huntley. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. An opportunity to get back to level after the fumble return touchdown. 1st and goal. The quick slant caught. Touchdown! A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Titans are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Bullock good on the extra point. And they will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. Here comes Philip Dorsett now to return it. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And they had lost 2 in a row prior to getting the open week last weekend, so potentially a chance for them to get away for a bit. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. Now it's Watson. That's caught by his tight end, Jordan Akins.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the first tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
Throwing on 3rd down, Watson flushed out right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. So the defense able to get off the field here on 3rd down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on 3rd down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
On is the punter, Johnston now, as he sends this one away. So a change of possession. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
So the field flips here as they'll go to work at the 20 now on 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here, they'll look to throw. He's got his pass-catching tight end, that's Pitts. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. To throw, Huntley. Got a man, and it's taken in for number 7 on the year. And the Titans have taken the lead. Extra point up and good by Bullock. And that makes the score 14-7.
Texans 7.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. It's been an awfully slow start for them. This is their 3rd possession. They don't have a first down yet.
So that means they have to change up what they're doing, and for some teams, it's a change in tempo, usually moving it to more up-tempo type of an offense just to try and change their fortunes right now. What they've been doing so far isn't working. Maybe they'll do that. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again is Watson. And he'll find Akins there, complete. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. Back to throw, Watson. That's going to be complete to his tight end, Akins. And he gets this up just shy of the 30 to the 29 before he's out of bounds. Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to. Pick up a first down. A gain of 3, 2nd down. Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that feeling like, okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here. Here's Johnson again on 2nd down. And he went backwards. He'll be down at the 30. It'll go down as a 2-yard loss, and it brings up a 3rd down. Well, that's not an easy play for a defensive end because most of his responsibility has him getting upfield and working, but how about his vision to see where the play was going? Crashed down inside and tackled him for a loss. This one incomplete. Probably should have been picked. A little nonchalant with a throw to the safety valve, and it's 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll punt it away for the 2nd time. First kick, 47. This one looks good as well. That's taken on the 25. This will be a 41-yard punt, 3 on the return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again. And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments. And now the throw here is incomplete, and with that, we come to the end of the first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. Off the play fake. Huntley. Looking downfield for Jones. And got his man complete. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal.
First and goal at the 3-yard line.
Back to throw. Huntley. That'll be caught by Brown. Touchdown, Tennessee. A.J. Brown. His third touchdown now on the year. And the Titans find a way to stretch their lead. Extra point hugged the upright a bit, but he gets it to go. And it's now 21-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Smith to return it. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They punted last time they had it. What steps, Charles, you think they have to take to make sure they don't do that again?
Well, let's just go to the football 101, the trade expression 101. Win first down. Make 5, 6, 7 yards on first down and make it a 2nd and 3, second and manageable. Keep accumulating first downs that way. Keep moving the football. You don't want to get behind the sticks because then the defense has the advantage.
And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
On 1st and 10, Watson. He's going to air it out deep for Amendola. And this one is incomplete.
As his old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To throw is Watson. Throw right side into the hands of Akins. And he takes it all the way down to the 3. A huge play there for Houston.
Well, I've heard you say that so much of being a great inside linebacker is diagnosis. And that time he diagnosed things instantly, made a beeline for the football.
And you can just see that whole play developing. That's where, as a defender, you just lock in on your target and say, I'm not even thinking about breaking stride. I'm running straight for the belt buckle because where it goes, that's where you find his body. And he was able to get in there and make a great play.
Watson, a little touch pass on the jet sweep. And just a short gain that time as they're able to get him down.
A nice play design there with the touch pass. Looked good at the start, but bottom line, the defense was ready.
And they did a nice job scouting, didn't they? Not just scouting, but now executing once they saw the play for real after having worked on it all week in practice. They drilled up.
And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Texans. Brevin Jordan with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Texans draw a bit closer.
As the offense went on the field to start their last drive, you know they discussed in the huddle, hey, if we put one in the end zone here, we've put ourselves in a position to start making a comeback.
Fairbairn now to add the extra point. It's up and good. This becomes a 21-14 ball game now. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. And Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
A big play that time for the Titans.
And that last throw right there putting him already over 3,000 passing yards now for the campaign.
And given where we are in the season, Brandon, you have to think to yourself, if he stays healthy, I think 4,000's a given. I think 5,000 is not out of the question if he stays hot.
Off play action. Huntley. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go.
And now it's third down.
So many times we've seen him try to escape the pocket and do something with his legs, but in this case, the pressure was too intense and he made the wise choice to just get rid of the football and make sure no one was going to get it.
To throw on third down. Huntley. They'll roll him out right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Picked up by Justin Reed.
And the Texans are going to get it back here just shy of the 20.
A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle.
Pretty nice work defensively there on the first down run as they hold him to a gain of a couple.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Here's Watson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, we always talk about how you've got to be quick when you go through your progressions, and here's another prime example. Trying to look downfield, he was standing in the pocket, but just couldn't find anyone open, could he?
No, not enough time. They hit him and forced that incompletion. The Texans on third down. Just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 8. Watson. Screenplay. Johnson. Broken tackle. And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line.
I like the play design there. They occupied the defense downfield. Everyone trying to account for someone, but unfortunately, they didn't account for the running back slipping out of the backfield, and he was absolutely unnoticed and wound up getting big yards on that play.
Zach Cunningham, league's leading tackler a year ago, in to make the stop.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Watson. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down. The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Watson. He's got Akins, the tight end. And he finally goes down at the 23-yard line. A huge play there for Houston. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And that is incomplete. Oh, the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Johnson, the intended target, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
Watson to give. This is Johnson.
And a short gain here down to the 22. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Now play number 8 on this drive, and they need 9 yards to pick up the first on 3rd. Watson now to throw. And this is caught at the 8. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
A very important 3rd down conversion right there, because when you're trailing and find yourself this deep in enemy territory, the kicker's not even part of your thought process. You got to make it pay off with 6. Nice connection right there to set up 1st and goal.
Now Tennessee going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. They'll run it with Johnson. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown on the season. And the Texans are an extra point away from tying this football game. And that is off the left upright. It's no good. So with the missed PAT in his rearview mirror, he goes back out to kick this one off.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the ending, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part two, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. And he takes this up right near the... It's now 2nd and 4. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw.
That's caught left side to tight end Pitts.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 43. Looking to throw. Huntley drops it off for Chubb. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards. And it'll bring up a 2nd down. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1.
Here we go. Here we go. Hey! 51 Mike.
They'll fake it. Now Tannehill. He's going to launch this thing way downfield.
Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Texans force the turnover. They'll take over at their own 27.
So that now back-to-back drives, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard. We're playing with a lead. Let's be smarter about what we're doing out there.
So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here.
The Titans hold the lead, and they'll get the football first as the 3rd quarter gets underway.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
Tennessee offense about set and ready to go.
And, Charles, they've got the lead. I would imagine the overall halftime tone was a positive one, but what do you think the talking points were in the locker room?
Well, if there were 3 talking points at the half, partner, all of them were about turnovers because they were pretty loose with the ball. Otherwise, this lead could be even bigger. Now, I don't think that they overly harped on it, but I think they told them, guys, if you want to keep calling those plays that are exciting, you've got to take care of the ball. Otherwise, we may have to dial things back a little bit.
Now they face a 2nd and long following the holding penalty. They just do get the playoff as he'll look to throw.
Oh, that'll be incomplete. He took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a third down.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Man open, here is Jones. Breaks the tackle, now an alley. Gets this to the other side of midfield across the gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Huntley. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
I like the thought process there. They connected on a big play, and sometimes you find the defense vulnerable. So they went for the bigger shot, went for it all on that one. This time, they were ready for it.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Back to throw again.
Going right back to Jones. This time the connection made.
And he's going to be taken down with another 1st down as the stop's made at the Texans' 32-yard line. Whatever the discussions were at halftime to try to slow down this offense, it has not worked to this point.
Yeah, I have a vision right now of everything that was discussed at the half just being torn in shreds or being erased off of the Microsoft Surface tablets because none of it is working. They are really locked in on offense.
And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line.
Huntley to throw.
He'll buy some time right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
How about a tip of the cap to the defense? They're working against a very mobile quarterback, but all day long they've kept him under wraps. And on that play, they held him to a short gain.
Second and 7.
They'll go left side on the ground with Chubb. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Nick Chubb with a lucky number 13 touchdowns now on the year.
And the Titans take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
They'll look good on the extra point, and the lead is up to 8. And they've got it. They recovered it. They hang on now, though. There's a penalty flag down. Well, they were a little too excited to get the football, touched it before it went 10 yards.
And that's so difficult, isn't it? Because sometimes you can just take a bad hop and veer into your lane or into your body. In this case, though, they touched it before 10. Illegal touching is the call.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked by Kevin Byard. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Here's Huntley.
And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
That was nice work there defensively to force the incompletion. Now, even though this drive started in plus territory, they're still not in field goal range yet. So they can work towards another couple of stops and not allowing that turnover to hurt.
Now a dump off here complete. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Off the play fake. Huntley. To the right side, and he's got more complete.
And he will have a Titans 1st down, and he was able to get it by plenty. A gain of 8 on 3rd and 3.
Now a play fake here on first down.
That's going to be caught by Pitts.
And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. Charles, did I just hear that right? They declined the personal foul. 3 yards, they just declined them.
And I have to think that the official is thinking to himself, did I just hear that correctly, that you declined that one? All I can think of is that someone on the field got confused.
Must have.
It had to, because you're going to take the yards on that penalty each and every time.
To throw, Huntley.
And it's caught in the end zone. Touchdown, Tennessee. A great effort there. With his second TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. Now Bullock to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Here's Smith to return it.
And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
Now left side on the swing pass. A very good move, but for a relatively modest gain out near the 32. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. That's complete to the tight end, Akins.
And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Normally on 3rd down and short yardage, you're thinking of throwing to your tight end. It's just going to be a simple chain mover. But this time they let him roam down the field, and a nice dart picks up the first down and then some.
A first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. They held him in check in the first half, but that's his longest carry of the game right there.
So would this be the definition of fresh legs since he didn't get much done in the first half? Now he has a great opportunity. He's taking full advantage of it.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Amendola has it. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
From the red zone now, Watson.
That's caught. He finds Amendola again.
Touchdown, Texans. Danny Amendola, his 4th touchdown on the year. And the Texans cut into that lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And this is back to an 8-point game.
Texans 27.
So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away.
Here's Batson now, bringing it out of the end zone. Batson not going to risk returning it, so they'll start at the 25.
The Titans offense set to begin the drive.
Pretty important third-quarter drive for them. Momentum has sort of shifted the other direction after that last touchdown as they nurse this small lead.
Now he'll let it go deep left side.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. 2nd 10 coming up here in Nashville. Third-quarter action.
Off play action.
Huntley. And this throw incomplete. And the defender all over it that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
Well, you most certainly don't want to go 3 and out here and get the football right back because your friend, Old Momentum, he's wondering if he should change sidelines about right now. And if you don't convert here, guess what? He's going to make the trek to the opposite side, and all of a sudden, you got a battle on your hands.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield.
A quick throw here out wide to Pitts.
Not much there, only a yard. Off the play fake. Huntley rolling to his right. And he will slide to a stop. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Huntley. That's into the hands of Pitts, the tight end. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. They go play action here on 1st down.
Right back to Pitts again.
This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Huntley. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Desmond King picks it.
And the Texans are right back in this football game.
CD, I know it's just his 2nd year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, 2nd year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Now they have a little more space to maneuver from the 15, 1st and 10. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
On 2nd and 7, Watson.
And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively, and now it brings up 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've been very good, 5 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. To throw is Watson. Amendola catching it left side. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35.
And that's a much-needed 1st down right there. Look, they're down by 8. So logic says they don't have to get a touchdown out of this drive. But the way things are going, I don't know if I'd put it in the hands of my defense here. You might not get the ball back at all. So if a 4th down situation comes up, I'm thinking hard about going for it right here and right now.
And this is, oh my my goodness, he pulled it in one-handed. A huge play there for Houston. Offense just continues to reign supreme. Big plays, both sides, back and forth. Tough to keep track of.
It certainly is, and I'm over here just marveling at what I'm seeing. It's tough for you, though. You've got to call all these big plays and have all this emotion each time they go at each other.
They'll run on first down. Johnson, and he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. Danico Autry is in on the stop.
This has been an up-and-down, back-and-forth type of a game, hasn't it? Maybe this long drive take a little bit of the wind out of their sails, kind of settle things down a little bit.
2nd and 5 now. Watson, and that is incomplete. Nearly intercepted. The free safety couldn't quite get his hands around it, and it brings up 3rd down.
The Texans on 3rd down. They've hit on 6 of their 8 tries. Very good. This will be 3rd and 5. Here's Watson. And got his man. It's caught. Touchdown, Houston. Danny Amendola, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Texans have a chance to tie things up as they trail by 2 here in the 4th.
A big spot now for the Texans as they'll try for 2. Looking to maybe throw for it here, Watson.
And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
And a failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
But I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down 1. What's the sense? I like what they did.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Tennessee offense about set and ready to go. After the touchdown we just saw, we have a brand new ball game. And now look at the situation. You got plenty of time on the clock. Defensively, they have 3 timeouts. So do you run the football here or do you throw it?
I think you have that full conversation with your offensive unit, and you tell them, here's the situation. They've got all their timeouts, so we are not going to play this conservatively. We've got to attack them. We've got to make them use those, gain the ground that we need in order to put this game away. If you think we're just going to run it 3 times and punt it, you got another thing coming.
Yeah, and by the way, also the 2-minute warning in play, so essentially 4 timeouts left.
They have to be aggressive here.
This is 3rd and 2, maybe the biggest play in this football game. They'll run for it. Here's Chubb.
And Chubb fighting, but nowhere to go. He's going to be stopped short of that first down marker.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Off play action. Huntley. That's to his running back, complete. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
Now, there was a time when I would have been upset at teams throwing the ball with a big lead late, but I've evolved a little bit. I've come around. Ultimately, they're looking for first downs, and if they think the air is the best place to do it, then so be it. In addition, you probably got a quarterback gets a nice bonus if he keeps completing passes. So they want to keep throwing the football? Fine by me.
140 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the 4th quarter. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a 2nd down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. He's going to get this one out to his fullback. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. And now with 1:52 to go, we get another pause in the action. A timeout here defensively. from the gun on third down.
Huntley.
And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down. On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. That'll be a 41-yard punt, just 1 yard on the return. And the Texans will take over with a 1st and 10. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They're only in need of a field goal, a decent amount of time on the clock. So tell me if I'm wrong. You don't have to be too panicked here.
No, not at all. I agree with you. And this is where your preparation and your confidence comes into play. They've worked on these situations.
They practice this all the time.
They practice all the time. They know what they want to get done. And in a lot of cases, the great competitors, they love this situation. They think they can go ahead and get it done.
They practiced it. We'll see if practice makes perfect.
And this throw incomplete. The defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down. Watson to throw.
He's got him. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. It's picked up by the Titans. And his guys are going to get the football at the 37-yard line.
Well, that simply is a missed opportunity. They're in position. If they take the ball downfield and score, they've got a chance to win the game. Instead, they cough it up. I don't think next week at practice is going to be a whole lot of fun for him.
On the other side, no bigger time to force a turnover when you've got that small lead.
Yeah, and when you look at it from the offense's perspective, taking care of the ball is so important. I know they're going to have all kind of ball security drills in practice all next week.
The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. That one looks like he'll throw here. Out to his left. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
And now remember, all touchdowns are reviewed. And in a tight game like this, they're going to take a good long look at it. So they called it a touchdown originally. This will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right.
Extra point and good by Bullock. And that makes this a 9-point game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
But not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line.
The Texans
have a thought process in mind already, but they can't get ahead of themselves. They know that they need to score quickly.
Yep, 2-score game.
Onside kick and get the ball back and then score again, but they can't worry about the last 2 points. The only thing that matters is scoring quickly, then they'll take it from there.
Here's Watson. Complete to Akins.
Fighting through, and he's got space. And they're going to have this all the way. A big offensive explosion help leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Tennessee, the win gets them a step closer to 500 at 5-6. And they will hit the road next week for a date with the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for Houston, add another loss to the pile as they drop to 2-8 now on the year. And they'll be back home next week for a date with the New York Jets.